programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the #9 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will kick it away to start us off. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Nebraska's offense will take the field first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Punt is on its way. So Michigan's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Klein. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Simpson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, How should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Hunter. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He takes it at the 45. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
Well, nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on 4th down and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's Barney. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Now sliding to his left. Creates a little room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Reads it, fires complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading moving in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running to the left. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Cornhuskers! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll take the return, try to get better, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to...
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll move the tight end. They're going to run it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Here they come on fourth and short from the 50.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. That's caught. It's Hunter. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Hunter. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Huskers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Michigan offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the back. Wide open, makes the catch. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers! These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. It's a draw.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
On target over the middle. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Underwood. Finds his tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's McCulley. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's McCulley. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Timeout, Michigan.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Second down.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll give it to the back. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. To the ground. He's got it again. Runs through a tackle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
And the Huskers will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the grab, it's Simpson. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Key. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his man. It's Hunter. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires to the right. And they fail to hook up on third down. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll try the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Hunter. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up, try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with second and short. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes.
Turning it on! What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They say there's no more loyal fan base than the one at Nebraska. Well, this guy's becoming their hero with this performance.
And Nebraska fans have a special place in their heart for a quarterback that can run it, that can throw it, show you all the dimensions of their game because they've had so many great ones in the past. And this guy,
the ball pops out on the return. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. To the air, it's Underwood. Got his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for space, it's Haynes. Fights off a defender. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Myers to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give to the tailback. Got the first down and still on his feet. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put in play from the 41 on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Husker! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. That's caught. It's O'Leary. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. Now on 2nd down.
Let's go!
To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. To the air, it's Keene. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. On the ground, it's Parker. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Oh, what a move to get room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
So here comes the Michigan offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Got it in the middle. It's Marshall.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Keene. He's got him.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something in.
And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Quickly out to the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. He'll take a shot. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Absolutely perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
They want that clock to run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, as a defense, this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got...
There he goes. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Finds a crease at the 20.
It took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. 2nd down coming up. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.